back to our other team.
Oof, yeah, I've used a lot of my spells. I'm like almost tapped out.
Same.
Yeah. Living that warlock life.
Sorry, I was mapping. What did I miss?
They saved.
Okay.
They got Canaris. They saved him.
They got Kenny. We got Kenny. We saved Kenny.
Yep, saved Kenny.
We did it.
Yes.
We reunited the Arcane Bros.
Okay, so the procession just.
You got ice cream? Sorry.
I got ice cream. That's what I want.
Alright, after this, Tiffany. Maybe.
So I want ice cream. The procession then breaks off into groups to, do some like minor healing here and there, and you guys can choose to be by the lore matron who's next to Ryurick's mom. You could be by Raxazel, or you can be by the high priestess. Where do you guys want to hang out in the walking part?
Probably Ryurick's mom, since that's where Liam was.
Okay, okay. So,
Is this really weird obligation to just
be by him?
Yeah.
Okay. So,
small talk? Cracking dudes.
You want to create small talk? Who are you talking to?
What are you talking about?
Oh, yeah.
You want to talk to Liam again? Okay. And so you're hanging out with them, and he's just like, wow, that's pretty impressive. You can turn into a direwolf like that. That's really neat.
That is such a flirt.
Thanks, my mom taught me.
Oh, she must be a druid.
Yeah.
Very nice. We don't get a lot of druids around here. I think it's because we're underground. And he kind of like... There's an awkward silence. So,
But also just not making the connection in your head of underground a druid, like, why not?
Because there's not a lot of plants.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
We have a lot of just mushrooms around here, and, yeah.
Yeah. Are they at least good mushrooms?
Yeah, pretty good, actually. We can saute them, and put a little bit of oil on them. They've got a nice smoky taste, and, add them, make a good oil, and he talks about mushrooms.
Wow, you guys are having a conversation, aren't you?
Yeah, this is the smallest to talk.
Oh, did you, do you have a lot of experience cooking?
Oh, well, a little bit. I have cooked for past clients, or not clients essentially. It's like a patron, but I don't want to say patron, so I guess we'll go with client.
Mm-hmm.
But now that I serve the lore matron, I actually do a lot of auditing. He's her accountant.
Oh, okay. Buddy.
He's her accountant. He's like, I do a lot of the numbers. And that's not the most exciting thing, but it's pretty valuable.
So, my boyfriend's pretty good with numbers too, so.
Oh, so you have a young man that you're seeing? He looks like really confused.
One of those people where you meet them and the first thing they talk about is their boyfriend.
Have you
my
known?
boyfriend is so... No, I'm sorry.
My boyfriend. He's like, oh, that's...
Come up and feel her. I have a boyfriend.
It's like how I talk with me and Tiffany. My wife is not... Sorry.
So he goes, oh, that's nice. Have you known him for a long time?
Oh yeah, we grew up together, actually.
Well, that's very sweet.
Is he like relieved? I don't get what this guy is feeling right now.
He doesn't.
Check to figure out what he's thinking.
Insight check.
Insight check. 10 plus insight. 17.
Okay, so you look at his face, you're reading his expressions, and like he has no idea why you're having this conversation with him. So that's like he's just confused. He's like, because as far as he knows, you asked him out to dinner, and that means a date, and now you have talking about a boyfriend. So he's like, why does this person want to take me to dinner? He's just. So he's just confused.
Oh boy.
Right. Do you, are we still going to dinner?
Yeah?
Okay. I know a nice place. It's called, the Silver River.
What was that you cut out of it?
The Silver River.
Okay.
Yeah, it's, the lore matron goes there quite often. And, we can oversee the silk fields and the river. It's, they have a nice sauteed mushroom, like I was talking about. It's very nice.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. They have good fish, too.
Oh my gosh, the small talk was foreshadowing for dinner. I love it. Finally, yes. It's gonna get worse at dinner, guys. What are you calling? We like it.
Oh yeah, this dinner is gonna be so awkward. So you got a boyfriend.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's nice.
So
Okay.
this date
Can Keyanthi?
not
Can
going
Keyanthi do something?
Yes, of course.
Great! I just wanted to wait for my turn to. Or
Yeah,
like
no,
that.
it's fine.
So Keyanthi has like two different interests. So she's interested in the moth lady with the multiple arms because she seems to be friends with someone that looks like a very suspicious bard person. But she also wants to talk to Fiona. So she's gonna go to Fiona but be like kind of like watching to see if the bard guy shows up.
Okay, so, the bard guy is still there. He's been there the whole time. He and Raxazel are behind you.
Okay, so I pluck my eyeballs out and put them behind me.
Yeah, you do the casual, like, stretch, and you're like, okay, still behind me. Okay, so,
Yeah.
you, approach Fiona Ryurick, who has been, longingly staring at his mom, not sure what to do. It's just like...
Oh no. Alright, so Captain goes up to Fiona and kind of sees the kind of distant thing going on there. But she just puts a hand on Fiona's back and she says, how are you faring? Are you alright?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. I just... She's just so cool. And he, like, indicates towards the lore matron, who's his mom. I mean, not the lady, he indicates towards Lady Brayden, who is hanging out with, hang on, let me think. Let me double check my stuff, hang on. Because
Always.
there are 3 matriarchs, and I know that, but there are 4 clans in the city, and, like, I keep thinking the Brayden clan is a matriarch, but they're not.
Okay.
Okay, so Liam serves the lore matron, who is Lady Aha, and she is there. And then Lady Brayden, who is Ryurick's mom, is also there. And I think I just labeled them as the same person in the fight, so, like, whatever. They're separate people.
Whatever. Now they fight together like a mecha.
Yes.
And then when
They're just one unit. Anyway.
Room AU, let's do this.
So
Anyway.
Ryurick's just like, she's just really cool, and she does all these spells, and she has a nose ring, and it's just really...
Wait, hold on. So that his mom has a nose ring?
Yeah, his mom has a nose ring.
Sick. Alright.
Yeah, she's got a nose ring, like the ones here. Big
Keyanthi still has her hand on Fiona's back, and she's like, well, if you want, you can go and speak to her. I don't know if you should say who you are.
I do, but I don't think now's a really good time. Because I don't know.
I would have to agree. She's kind of looking over her shoulder at the bard person, like,
Let's see if he notices you.
Oh, dear.
No, he's just looking at his lute and strumming.
Bald bard. That's how I see him. He's bald.
Bald bard.
Bald bard.
I think maybe... maybe after this is all over with, we're back in the city, maybe we can grab her or something.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah.
How do we leave? Next question.
Oh, we just go back up the lift.
See how Luna is doing. Turn dramatically over to whatever's going on over there.
So we can RP more small talk if you want.
I mean, I vote against it.
So we'll, let me just do a little bit of a lore dump because it depended on who you were close to. So because you're next to, Liam just says, sorry, but, I'll meet you, can meet me in front of the Aha clan, manor or estate when the lights change, and then we'll go to the Silver River. But right now I have to, it looks like Lady Aha is calling me. So he's like, the lore matron is calling me over. So he goes back over to her, and because you guys are in like close proximity, you overhear this conversation. The lore matron says to Liam, Liam, which one of Avra's is to be married? I don't remember. He says, it's Nessa, ma'am. Well, I suppose I could have pushed Colin for that, but he just likes that Mara girl so much. No, she is a pretty good seamstress, and her skill isn't really the question, it's her bloodline. We can't, we're a new matriarchy, we're a new matron, we need stronger ties than seamstresses. Gods know we could use the connections. If I may, ma'am, you and the High Priestess don't really see eye to eye that much. And she's like, well, that's true. I won't argue with that. She kind of casts this dirty look over her shoulder, over back at the High Priestess. I just find it so... shocking that, the old bag went for this half-elf. It's just so out of character. Oh, but it's the Meliamnes. They've good druidic ties. You could see it as, a good alliance, and it's just like, well, if only the Bradens hadn't chased off their last one, then they would have had, then we wouldn't have had to worry about either clan getting stronger. And she kind of frets to herself, and Ryurick says, they're talking about me. Alright, so you guys, unless you want to talk to any other groups, we'll say that you guys get back to the lift. Okay, alright, you guys are back at the lift. Endure another awkward elevator ride, and you're back in the city of Toril.
Hooray! We survived the funeral.
This concludes the funeral. The Dark Mother is pleased. And the priestesses put away their censers and tools and walk back to Toril. The other parties recuperate briefly and then move on. Ryurick kind of gives you guys like this. Okay, let's go.
Alright, let's get back to the seamstress place. I can't remember her name.
Mara?
Mara.
Okay.
We just heard gossip about her. Yeah. Well, I'm kind of confused. There was like 4 different people mentioned. This is the dude from the Aha clan.
Call him.
That one handsome dude we met has a crush on Mara. However, the lore matron wants to make sure the bloodline is pure, so she probably doesn't want handsome dude Caleb, whatever, to go for Mara.
Basically, yeah.
Oh man, good job, Kristen.
Thank you. And then I forget what happened with Ryurick. He's like a half elf. Sort of.
So, Ryurick.
Half-drow.
I forgot that.
Ryurick is a half-drow who was born to the Braden clan. So he's technically an heir to the Braden clan, but he was essentially exiled when he was 9. And so the when she says chased off their last male heir, the Bradens chased off their last male heir of marrying age, so they can't gain any marriages currently. They cannot benefit from the marriage to Nessa Avra, who is the High Priestess's granddaughter.
Brother.
So, okay, you guys pass by the mushroom fields and enter back into the city. Okay. And, okay, give me a second.
Tarina lost everything.
Huh?
I just see.
Sorry, I'm panicking.
So you guys come to, so what happens is you guys round the corner to Mara's closet, and you see this platoon of guards that are outside her shop.
Oh boy.
It looks like they have arrested Mara and are and are taking her away. And you also catch make perception checks, both of you.
Okay. Dirty 20?
Okay.
21.
Keyanthi, you catch a glimpse of purple peacock feathers poking out from behind some crates in a nearby alley. And then you briefly see Xenia poke her head out and then go and motion you guys over.
Oh, Xenia! We like Xenia.
Yeah. Come.
Just don't announce it.
So you guys go over to Xenia.
Alright, so we go to Xenia. Yes.
Alright, Xenia. She says, bad news. The platoon of soldiers came to Mars. They stormed the upstairs. I found myself, and luckily, the boy was a peacock, so they just found an old woman and a peacock.
That's good.
They were confused and they went back downstairs, and I took that as an acute relief. So I escaped out the window.
Oh gosh, and then Mara has been arrested?
Yes. From what I gather, she's been doing suspicious behavior and is going to be questioned.
Did you catch what kind of suspicious behavior?
What was that repeated?
Did you hear what kind of suspicious behavior?
Harboring fugitives.
Awkward. Did that happen?
She's not.
That's real.
Have you seen Adlanna?
No.
She has not returned.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
what about
Adlanna went with us.
Yeah.
Yes, and yes, you went to the sand pit, I believe, and she did not come back.
I guess not. Well, maybe we have to find her too, figure out what to do next.
So, you, someone else, do another perception, both of you guys, to see who knows.
Another perception check. 26.
Okay.
18. I think she wins.
So, Luna, you notice that there's this, woman sort of, peering, well, I should say female, peering, female drow with short, hair and glasses, sort of peering curiously down the alleyway.
Do I recognize her?
Yeah, it's Ryurick's mom, because you went to the theater.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And she approaches, she's been spotted, so she approaches the group and says, excuse me, but do I know you? And she gestures towards Ryurick, and she's just like, your face is so familiar to me.
It's yours.
Do you say that?
No. I think it loudly, but no.
And he
No fun.
he looks to you guys for help. Like,
Okay, fine, then I'll say it's yours.
it's yours. And she looks at you and aghast and says, what? Then is it true? Is it my son? And Ryurick's just like, yeah, it's me.
Oh, that gesture, oh my gosh. I love it.
And slowly and tenderly, she approaches him and then just like holds his face in her hands and she says, oh, Ryu, it is you.
Why are you wearing makeup, my boy?
Though I didn't think you'd look so good in a dress.
Mop.
You know, I just wasn't sure if you wanted me around. And she looks down and ashamed and says, I never should have let the matriarch chase you out. I should have fought for you, but I was scared and I couldn't protect you, but now you're here. And you look just like your father. Do you have a place to stay? Do you want to stay? And Ryurick's just like, we could definitely use a place to stay. Yes.
Yes.
These are my friends. And
Awkward wave.
these are my friends. That's Luna and Keyanthi. And this is Xenia, and that peacock.
There's a peacock.
There's a peacock. We really want to take Peacock with us. We can take the peacock. So,
Bloody figures turn a corner. Oh dear.
Shall we, go back to the Braden estate? Xenia says, I will wait here. The peacock and I will wait in case Adlanna comes back. But, don't worry about us. We can be quite stealthy. And so... are you guys going with her?
Luna's hoping dinner goes this well. Oh my gosh.
And, okay, so I want to reunite the group, so we'll say that, she does, she's like, Lady Braden, my name is Deirdre, but you can call me Lady Braden, or whatever, but,
That's Ryurick's mom, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, I think we're a bit conspicuous, so if you don't mind, I'm going to cast a little spell. And, she, takes out this wand and does some motions in the air, carving out a glyph, and then you, take on the visage of a couple of drow scholars, and she says...
Finally, Keyanthi can be smart. Finally!
Now you'll fit right in. So, let's, be on our way then. And then you guys start walking towards the Braden clan. we'll say that either one of you, we'll go back to our other team. And you guys are skulking around in the shadows.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine we're going back to Mara's, right?
Yeah. And you guys also, like, from a different angle on a different street, you see Mara being arrested and taken away by this platoon of guards. But you also see Ryurick come out of the alleyway with a bunch of drow.
I whisper loudly, I guess.
Let's just walk past him and see what he does.
Okay.
Maybe if I wink loudly, he'll...
There's a thought. Just make eye contact as we're walking by, and if he wants us to follow him, he'll make some sort of a signal.
Alright, just walking past, winking.
Okay, so
Like a fish like pulling down the beard.
you're not hurt to miss, you're a green elf. And Ryurick looks at you and he's just like, Ellie, why are you winking that way?
No, I try to act cool. I'm like, just trying to make sure your friends are cool.
Oh, yeah, this is my mom.
It's okay, Elliot's me.
Oh,
Yeah, this,
hi. Different.
Deirdre's just like, no, are these more friends? He's like, yeah, I've made a lot of friends, it's actually nice.
Yeah, and we made and we found some friends too. And I guess they're both in like cloaks.
Yeah,
Since
so
we're
she's like,
skulking about.
okay, well, it's for my son, okay. This is for my son. You hear her like whisper to herself, my son, it's for my son. Right?
Hey, Fred, we found your peacock.
Oh, that's good. Where is he? See, Mara's not in too great shape, but Kenaris is just like, hey, let's talk about this somewhere, like literally anywhere else. And he's just like, yeah, okay. So you guys like put some cloaks on them, and then like put the arcane elves in the middle, and then they're all of you just like go to the Braden clan house, which is in a. I remember we put it in like a significantly different part of town. So because most of the manors you've been at are by the sand pit, but this one's like down in like the older residential area. And anyway, you come to the manor. The estate is large, and Deirdre opens the doors. And you look around and you realize that this estate is large, really just to accommodate the number of books that they have here. Like they are just the walls are lined with books. They're like stacked on this staircase. They're literally everywhere on like small tables and art tables just everywhere. And Ryurick's just like he has almost like a mild panic attack from just like excitement. He's like, we got more since I was 9. He's just like.
Look at our little nerd boy.
Good boy. Yeah.
And he kind of like he's like, oh, you have the whole collection. He's just like he's nerding out over like his mom's collection. He's just like, oh yes, you can read it as much as you want. And she raises her hand and places her things down on.
What type of books do you guys collect?
Oh, we're a family of research. We mainly deal with how magic is affected in certain areas. I actually met Ryurick's father in a field study when I went out to. Well, it's now the Leicester Kingdom, but it wasn't before. Just before it is unified, and I went there to study how magic was specifically affected in that area because it has interesting landmarks. Anyway, magic. Anyway, I met his father there, and Ryurick, your father's actually a noble, so you're actually a human noble and a drow noble. And he's just like, what? What happened to Dad? Oh, well, he died. I met him when he was older, and, she looks over at Luna and she says, he was actually acquainted with, Lord Anthony, who is your grandfather.
Oh.
So, Ryurick's dad was friends with your grandpa.
And you see L.A. just
Your
kind
dad was friends with my grandpa.
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's deep.
Gosh, I hope you're gonna do better than this.
You see L.A. like clutching her staff, looking like sad and confused. Is like, I was just asking about the books.
Oh, of course, the books. The books are really a lot of magical studies, and various, it's just pretty much a lot of history and a lot of things. So we have a pretty extensive library. You're welcome to look into things if you'd like to.
Oh, okay.
And she says, well, I'm sure we don't want to talk in the hallway. She opens the doors to the dining room, and there are books on the dining room table. She's just like, oh, sorry, Fiona. His cousin actually does her research here, and she tries to take over the whole table. And he's like, Fiona lives here? Yes, she's my apprentice. But she's out for the moment. She'll be back, though.
So many things.
I believe that you guys have a lot to figure out. So if you want some space, that's fine. But we'll ask that you keep your relation to us discreet. And if you don't mind, I'd like to talk to my son. And so Ryurick's just like, yeah, let's go. And so they go off into the other room. And now you guys have reunited with the two of the Arcane Elves.
What happened to the third one?
Narte stayed as a peacock with Xenia.
Wait, Xenia stayed?
Yeah.
Stayed?
Yeah, Xenia stayed in the alleyway to keep an eye out for Adlanna.
Alright, did Adlanna left their group?
Yeah, Adlanna has not reconnected with the group because she split off during the sand pit. So you guys don't know where she is.
Yeah, and then... Wait, where's Xenia?
They explained that...
They explained the same things, and then we're like... And then I looked to Tarina. We forgot about Adlanna!
Did she just be like, okay, I'm gonna go beat someone up, I'll be back, and then just left? I mean, we can hear that from hiding, so.
Because I remember she took like the like one of like the top boxes.
Yeah, she took a box, and then she left it for some reason.
She left the box because the servant was tossed from the other box below her. And so she, like being heroically inclined, went to go and help her. And that's like really the last you saw of Adlanna was her like helping out this servant.
reunite. We need to find Adlanna. And we need to find Arte. Because we got Kanaris back.
Do any of us know when the lights change?
Yes, I know.
You've been here a few days. So, if you guys want to make, like, a history check, I guess, to remember, like, when it was around.
History.
Let's use an online
17.
thing.
Okay, so you remember that, you know, it turns around, so, like, there's a 16-hour day, the lights turn at about the, like, 10th hour.
Okay. What hour is it now?
It's the 8th hour, so you have about 2 hours.
Okay.
But it is 10 o'clock, and we have work tomorrow. I know.
And my brain already turned into a pumpkin, so my brain is gone.
Okay. So we will conclude there.
We did it! Yay! We reunited!
You cannot. Well, kind of.
Okay, it's working. All right, so we're we're just gonna talk briefly about our spotlight, which is super cool. It's called Dr. Gus on Etsy, and he makes really awesome Dungeons and Dragons pins.
Ooh, ah.
And then I'll post it.
Yeah, they're all like metal and.
Yeah, they're like these cool, cuter pins.
There we go. That's what the material was. Cuter. I think we got my brother a couple of those pins.
Yeah, you can get them.
Nice.
By class.
Yeah, so you can rep your D&D class.
And he also has.
Heck yeah.
Looking at. Oh, there's a tie clip with a D20 on it, which I think is cool.
Well, I can get that. Shoot.
Cool.
Yeah. And so he has lots of fun pins. And that's all.
And he has one for Necromancer.
He does.
Hey.
Thank you for listening to Dungeon Damsels, the Sorority of Madness. We hope you enjoyed the show. If you're interested in supporting us more, please check out our Facebook and our Patreon page.